Hey guys, Showy here playing more Danganronpa. So, Kyoko is doing her investigation right now. I wonder if I should just wait for her. It does seem like this is a time matter, so if I just stand here, eventually she will stop. And that's it. What is this? I've already looked through this instructions manual. More importantly what? Can I talk to her? Should I ask Kyoko? Yeah, no, that's the same thing. Okay, so, um,
Whew. Because
yeah. Can I look at the corpse? It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. Okay. Um. What about the tarp? It's the same as we found in the garden. Yep. And that's the tarp that was used to camouflage the. Yep. Wait. What? Really? Didn't I have this clue before? Oh well. That's okay.
whew,
Okay, Makoto. I am done. Such a quinky dink. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. Um, if they go slow. Okay, so anyone can do good work if they go slow, and you're so good that you can do it even if you go fast. I get it. Um, report. Let's see.
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. The burned tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means that neither those were the fatal injury, right? Of course not, it is Junko. It was like she was impaled. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. Yep. The only other options are those older wounds.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old?
Because
All Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago.
wrong.
The difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old,
However,
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Yeah, of course they are.
so then,
What if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days?
at the very least,
Certainly, you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many.
right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the very beginning. Yeah, but the thing is that there's only 9 corpses where there should be 10. Can you not see that? Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, only using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve their particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. So, I am useless as a detective, but you're telling me that anyway.
hey,
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Sure. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, vitals. Um, They are indeed consistent with the corpse. Oh. Are they?
Indeed.
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim, in this case, is without a doubt Mukuro Ikusaba. No, 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 why? Wait. Maybe Mukuro Ikusawa and Junko were the same person?
And?
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then.
Wait. Wait. They really made it a point in the very beginning that Junko didn't look like the Junko in the picture of the magazines. And in the picture that I have, Junko's face is not seeable. So the Junko that we know was not the real Junko, and it was Mukuro Ikusawa all this time. And it is the real Junko that is behind the okay, that I don't know. This is getting odd. Okay. Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not gonna put the body back?
Why?
Sad? Did you forget she was our enemy? A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey.
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow?
Whew.
You're really naive. You know that, says Kyoko. It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me. But she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then.
I think we've done all we can do here, says Kyoko. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. Something... Oh yes! Right, I need to talk to her about that. If I don't do it now... I'm gonna talk to her about that, but first of all I want to see Junko. Junko. Height, exactly the same. Weight, kinda the same. Chest, kinda the same. So... I guess she's very consistent. So she's very consistent to that in any case. Okay, so maybe it was Junko. I wonder. Anyway, let's talk to her about the notebook. Hey Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
What?
Go ahead then, out with it, says Kyoko. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So...
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the
Indeed.
dorms. But to get into any of those lockers you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to, says Kyoko. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook, says Makoto.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room, says Kyoko.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found, says Makoto, a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I thought it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say
Because...
that? Like I said, only the lockers should be able to... I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Anything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written in it. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true...
Could that mean that video is real too?
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I am afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Let me give you the headmaster's handbook.
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. Yeah.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it all makes sense. No, she's giving me her DVD. No, wait, what? Urgent interviews? What the hell? So that's not the one. I found that in the hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. Okay, so she gave me an interview DVD, which is not the same as giving me her own DVD, the one that Monokuma gave to her. And now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me rumble? Yes?
In other words...
As it turns out, the arguments I'd made didn't stick. Sorry, the arrangements I've made didn't stick. What I mean is, I am less and less sure of everything, even of my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? Says Makoto. I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However...
But there is one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there is no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange, says Kyoko, to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness. Why? So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow. Whew. So, that's it for my ramblings, says Kyoko. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Hey. But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Alright? Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean? Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Sorry if it was strange. So then... Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Alright. So let us go to the AV room now. Let's see. Wait. I think that's it, right? Oh, I still have to talk to Hiro. I am so close, guys. I'll just do it, you know. I wanna go to the AV room, but yeah. Hiro is just like here. Probably petting the chickens or something. What's up, Hiro? Hey, Hiro. Why are you... What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that.
Uh,
No, Sorry if I didn't mean it. Okay, he did the same thing as the others. Yeah, why are they afraid of me? That happened with all of them. Except, Genocide Jail, I guess. Was I supposed to go first to Hiro? And then to Kyoko? Oh no, I guess it wasn't Kyoko, it was Toko. Oh well, let's see. Let's see. I'm assuming that I'm very close to starting the trial. Like, very freaking close. It really seems like, I will watch this video and after that the class trial will begin. I don't see how much, how the game could fit any more clues. It seems like I know everything. More or less, I guess. And nurse's office. AV room should be here, right? There you go. AV room. Let's watch the video, and after that, the class trial will begin, most likely. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute.
Okay?
It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that, Sayaka? But is he gonna explain why? Sayaka was obviously at a loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? She accepts. Okay, why?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. So there was a lot I didn't understood up till now, but only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I heard, because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted it so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. Is it gonna be like the 16 of us? And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Okay, that's myself. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. Okay, yeah, I have no memory of that.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest. Can you accept that?
Yes.
Okay, I accepted this too then.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
Apparently not.
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you.
Well, guy, you failed, because most of us are dead now.
As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same thing again and again with the others. Byakuya. I wanna see Junko. Doko. Baui. They all said they agreed to live in this school forever. And then Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her this question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went blank. Yeah, because he didn't want me to see Junko or Mukuro, I think. It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore.
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke, out of service.
Too bad.
Now then, when doesn't matter, failure can strike anywhere, anytime. What's that failure is, right? Failure my ass, you cut the power on purpose. Even if I watch the whole thing, I just more no, I want to see Junko and Mukuro. I'd ask the same questions. I don't think that's...
That's right. It would seem...
Yeah. They have affected
Hey.
our memories, I think. But I wanna see Junko and Mukuro. Yeah. Okay, class trial. Is it class trial?
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black.
Pitch black.
There is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning.
That was a very big introduction for the class trial.
Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
Well, it's about to begin again, says Makoto. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all of our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Is this the end of the game? Well guys, we shall begin the final, last, ultimate class trial on the next part. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment and goodbye.